Welcome to this Angular ListBox tutorial. In this video, you will learn to group items in a Syncfusion Angular ListBox, as well as how to drag and drop items between one or more listboxes. Additionally, you will see the available sorting types. Let's start with sorting ListBox items using an existing Angular ListBox application. Here, I have added an Angular ListBox with basic properties. I have bound vegetable names as the data source. If you want to know how to get started with the Angular ListBox component, follow the link provided in the card or the description below. Next, I will run this example using the command npm start. Here you can see the ListBox component showing vegetable names. Let's move on to the steps to sort these ListBox items. ListBox supports two types of sorting, ascending and descending. This can be achieved using the sort order property. To demonstrate, open the app component HTML file. Inside the ListBox component code, add the sort order property and set its value to descending. Now you can see that the list items are arranged in descending order. You can also display them in ascending order by changing the sort order property to ascending. Look now, the list items are arranged in ascending order. Next, I will show you the steps to group these items. First, I modify the existing data source by defining one more field, category, with appropriate values. Then map this newly defined field to the group by option within the field's property. For better clarity, I removed the sort order property. Since the data source and field settings variables are already assigned to the data source and fields properties of the ListBox, let's proceed to check the demo directly. Look at the ListBox. Items are grouped under the categories leafy vegetables and beans. By default, you cannot reorder the items in the ListBox. If you want to reorder selected items, set the Allow Drag and Drop property to True inside the ListBox code. And now you can see that I can drag and drop the selected items in the ListBox. Now let's proceed to see how to drag and drop items between multiple ListBoxes. To drag and drop the items between two ListBoxes, first I need to add one more ListBox to my application. For better alignment purposes and differentiation, I define a division element with ListBox parent class and include the existing ListBox code. Then add another division element with a ListBox child class and add a new ListBox within it. For this second ListBox component, I need to populate the data. So I navigate to app component yes and define a variable dataChild and assign the array of objects with three fields, item, ID, and category. Next, I define another variable, field settings child, and map the data source fields, item, ID, and category to the properties, text, value, and group by, respectively. Now I need to assign these variables. I navigate to app component HTML and assign dataChild and field settings child variables to the data source and fields property of another ListBox component. Also, I set the Allow Drag and Drop property to True to enable drag and drop action. Then I open the Style CSS to define a few CSS styles such as width and margin styles for the created elements to improve the alignment of ListBoxes. See here, you can easily drag and drop items within both ListBoxes. Next, to drag and drop the items between these two ListBoxes, I need to set this scope value for these two ListBoxes. I will define the property scope and set appropriate values to both ListBoxes. The scope value of both these ListBoxes should be the same to enable drag and drop between them. Also, the droppable will only accept the draggable item with the same scope value. Looking here, I can drag and drop the item cabbage from one list box to another. Similarly, I can also drag and drop the black beans to another list box like this. Let me summarize. I have shown you the sorting of available items alphabetically and how to group the Syncfusion Angular ListBox items. Also, you saw how to drag and drop the items within the same list box and between the two list boxes. If you want to know the workings of this example, you can download it from the GitHub link which I have shared in the description part below. Also, if you find this video useful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to a channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video.